and welcome to a epic version of Alliance vs Kaipi. The draft already done on Wednesday, but of course the game postponed because we had some issues with Dota 2 and with Steam and with computers and updates and whatnot. But here we are, we have got Kaipi versus Alliance, the big blockbuster of the week. Both teams still undefeated in stars.
A game rescheduled. Kaipi with a very experimental draft. I mean, running Axe always puts you a little bit... It's a little bit all in when you pick Axe, but we'll see what they manage to make of it.
Yeah, of course, I mean, to go over the draft once again, because we already had the draft earlier this week, of course. We have got instead of Kaipi, we have an Axe, played by Bone7. He has got a brilliant Axe, by the way, as in the thingy. What's he have? It's a rare Axe, winged Axe. Oh well.
Yeah.
Bone7.
Silnashar, the winged Axe.
Ooh. Okay. So we have got Axe, played by Bone7. Pyrelite Die will be taken on the IO. We have got on the safe lane, it is the farming gyrocopter, played by Eternal Envy. And he'll be supported by AY2000 on his Rubik. And then we have one more hero left. It is the Timbersaw, who will be taken on the mid lane, played by Sing Sing, who has, by the way, been pulled a salve and a tango by AY2000, sitting on 250 gold still. And I will leave Alliance to you to introduce.
Alrighty, Alliance playing for basically the first slot against Kaipi here. As Nahaz mentioned, it is 2-2. The last time Kaipi really surprised by taking out Alliance in the defense playoffs of the season of the defense that concluded just before TI3. But Alliance certainly looking to prove that they're still the best team in the world here. Ake on the Chen, he'll be joined by EGM, supporting in the top lane for Loda, who's on Lifestealer, one of his best heroes. Then in the middle we have S4 playing on the Queen of Pain, and that'll just leave Admiral Bulldog to play sort of the off-lane, jungle-spoiling role as the bounty hunter. We might see that quite a bit. We might see him trying to like steal last hits away from Bone7 and stuff.
Yeah, look at him, getting himself a Tango's pool. He actually waited a while, got himself a Clarity as well. He is actually, I don't know, what is he doing? Because he is quite scary right now, as in a scary position for him to be in. He's basically, no, he's fine. Just triangulized. Triangulized? I don't know if that's the word. Oh well. We have got, of course, basically the only matchup that really matters. A low central word that you just walked past.
No, he didn't. He totally didn't. He went like this.
Wow.
I think he knows exactly where they have the sentry. No, he was very careful.
Scary. Well, they have seen him right now. I'm gonna see if they can do anything against him. Bone7 is hiding. They know where he is. They're gonna try to take him down.
Yeah, because he wants the courier or something. If he wastes a lot of support time, he wins, right? Like bounty hunter, he does need 6, but if the supports are spending their entire time, like okay, Admiral Bulldog is on 0 out of 200 XP, so is Pylai Die, so is AUI 2000, right? Mm-hmm. So it's actually not so bad if he completely occupies the time of the supports. Eventually, yes, he will need some XP, but he's already wasted a ton of time on the supports part. And Bone7, meanwhile, did he die intentionally? He might have just struck out on the spins. Yeah, because he didn't.
He died to neutrals, right? Yeah.
I don't think that was intentional. So a lot of times when you're on a jungler, you do things like that intentionally after you buy out. But I don't think that was intentional. I don't know.
They want to try to they want to try to take down Bulldog, but Bulldog is getting himself away safe. Everybody rotating for that though. And the lane will be pushed out because of that as well. They can't.
A little bit.
Well,
yeah.
they can pull.
Bulldog is gonna get hit by this.
Yeah.
That homing missile quite strong. I think he probably should have let it hit him in Shadow Walk because it doesn't do damage to you then.
Yeah, apparently, Twitch had a Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is dead basically.
Twitch.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, that sucks.
Like the actual website is dead.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah. Well. Great.
Yeah, so we can't really do too much.
That sucks.
Bone7's doing a good job of stacking the camp and stuff, though.
Yeah, of course, while all this is going on, we do have... Oh, wait a second. This time, First Blood actually goes the way of IO. The dust was there. Rocket Barrage as well. Nicely done.
Yeah, very, very good for Kaipi to get that First Blood. They won't have that many favorable lanes. Queen of Pain should be favored against Timbersaw, but she's not actually doing that well. It's pretty much even right now between S4 and Sing Sing. So Sing Sing doing well in this lane. Usually I expect Queen of Pain to bully Timbersaw a little bit more, but obviously Sing Sing doing a good job. And Bone7 Axe dying does not count towards first blood because he died to neutrals. Taking a lot of damage again. Yeah, he's living on the edge, definitely, but he's okay so far. And his supports have done such a good job of stacking camps for him that his leveling will be very fast.
Yeah.
Oh, if Bulldog finds this spirits, it's carrying a boots and sentries.
Yeah, he won't be able to get it though. It's not fast enough. No Janada.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we have a push on the top lane. It is Aki that comes around with the creep. His own creep actually already died, but he still goes on with the push. I mean, it's a good thing also because right now Alliance, they are not getting anything extra out of their lanes. I mean, they're okay on the mid lane, as already said, S4 sitting on 26-1 up against the Timbersaw sitting on 23-0, so it's a fairly even lane. And you want to get the upper hand somehow. And of course, getting a tower is a great way to do that. On top of that, their offlaner is still level 1, while in theory the offlaner of KP is Bone 7. He is level 5, so that's a big difference there as he gets himself another couple of last hits there. And he will be a scary axe, I think, if he just gets his way in the jungle here.
Well, it'll certainly be troublesome for Admiral Bulldog if he doesn't get levels and he just keeps getting battle hungered, for instance. But I think Alliance are still in decent shape, honestly, simply because Loda is farming incredibly well. Envy is 25 for 18, but Loda is 38 for 4 with a tower. So he's got phase boots. I believe he actually has, if not full drums, then a large part of drums.
I have to say I'm quite surprised by the difference between Loda and Envy, considering they are both free farming, and of course Loda got the free first blood, as in the assist, and he went for that, and of course you miss a couple of last hits from that.
Yeah.
And I apparently. Okay, Twitch is being Twitch. Never mind that. I won't try to look at the chat again.
It's the League of Legends Season 3 finals, and it's causing some. Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah,
It's
well,
all esports.
no, well, that's not why I because it's stupid that some other game is taking away bandwidth of Dota 2.
I don't think they segment guaranteed bandwidth by game.
Well, it should.
No, I agree. It sucks, of course. I'm sure they're working on doing their best to fix it. S4 actually, at this point, getting a little bit bullied by Sing Sing here.
Yep.
He's really relying on the Crow to constantly deliver him the bottle to actually regenerate him. Now, the nice thing is Abaddon is leveling okay, so he's level 4. He's actually ahead of any of the supports of Kaipi, so level 3 for Paladai, level 3 for AUI. The main problem for Alliance is, as you said, Bulldog hasn't really been able to find the levels, but the lane is currently quite pushed up. He should be able to at least earn a bit. The big wild card is, of course, Bone 7, who's about to level probably to 7, I think? Unless he just dies?
I think he'll just die. That's a big camp, by the way.
This
is an insane camp.
If he salves, Paladai can just... Yeah, so he should be fine.
He should be fine.
Yeah, actually, this axe... They're going for a very precise timing here. I love that they're using the spirits to aggro the camps, because spirits cause aggro. So they're bringing the camps towards Bone 7. He's just sitting between all of these. This is the ultimate Eternal Envy strat, right? It relies exclusively on the power of creep stacking.
Yep, Bone 7. I mean, he's still level 6, but close to level 7. And with that, I mean, he's leveling his battle hunger, right? He's gonna come to a lane and utterly destroy someone with that. This is gonna be the most... Like, everybody knows that Battle Hunger is very annoying, but imagine a level 3 to 4 Battle Hunger up a level 4 Bounty Hunter. It's gonna be near impossible. Maybe Shurikentoss will be able to help Bounty Hunter out. There goes the cooldown. Sentry already placed Battle Hunger there, but I don't think it matters. This is a kill going the way of Envy. Second death in the game for Bulldog, and his tower is gonna be demolished as well, because I think that this is KP saying, you know what, we're ready for a fight. We have got an axe level 7, that's what we were waiting for. Now we're going to 5-man you to death, or 4-man, with still, of course, Timbersaw in the mid lane, who's level 8 right now, and he picked up something special. He got himself another bottle.
They certainly didn't take the strategy that seriously, in the sense that they didn't really go to that much effort, other than with Bulldog just body blocking some jungle camps. They've really not gone to too much effort to actually...
Alliance is the one to play aggressive right now, though. They are able to kill the Timbersaw, blinking with an infested Lifestealer, Aki coming around just in case with an ensnare, and they get themselves a kill. Abaddon in the end with the last hit, which is surprising because Abaddon actually never left his top lane. He has the one kill that Alliance has, but he put the shield up on the Lifestealer, I would assume.
Legit. He's level 6 now, so he will have borrowed time available. I do worry a bit because I think Kaipi have found their timing. Their supports are pretty well leveled. Rubik is actually level 5. Io is now hitting level 5 also, so they're doing a very good job of leveling up these supports, but so are Alliance, just doing a much more old school strategy of, you know, killing creeps and taking their XP rather than like massive stacks. So I'm not sure if this timing will work out. Axe has really good levels, but he has to be the playmaker. Like Bones, the fact that Bone 7 is level 8 right now has to be significant somehow. A tier 1 tower and a kill on Bulldog is not enough. They have to somehow find a lasting advantage.
Yeah, because so far, I mean, he's not the only one that's level 8. Of course, we have Queen of Pain also level 8, Lifestealer level 8 as well. I mean, there's 5 level 8s in this game. Of course, the multiples is going to be on KP because of Bone 7 doing really well. But it's not unique just yet. They have to make it work for them. They have to take the advantage of it somehow. And right now, they're actually holding steady in terms of just... After pushing down that tier 1 tower bottom, they have gone back to laning, back to where they were before. And I'm kind of wondering if that's the right approach here, because Alliance already showed that they can fight aggression with aggression. And how are you, like, they're in a happy position right now because they can wait again until Bounty Hunter maybe gets himself level 6 or so. And actually, no, they're gonna continue aggression. They're smoking up with S4 and Aki, seeing if they can get something in the Radiant jungle. There's a lot of people around there though, and they don't have the Bounty Hunter.
S4 has a DD, so he can blow up somebody like Io. Actually, Io is very low. Paladai retreating currently, but they can blow up AUI or even Bone 7. Like,
ooh, they're gonna go for Bone 7. That's the best one as you can find right now. He still tries to do as much as he can. S4, never mind. Ha! Blown up, as you said. Axe. Dead X.
Will they try to catch Ake? They will. Oh, almost. He almost dodged it, but instead he's gonna
Telekinesis still there. In comes the Hand of God. Aki's still alive. Rocket Barrage. In comes a Chakram. Still alive for now. Aki runs for it. Looks like he'll be living for that one as Sing Sing. Stuck. Gets up the high ground, but it's too late. The double damage rune still helping out from S4. Gets himself the second kill of the game. Alliance. Wow. That's gonna be one lucky Aki. But of course, a good counter.
Lucky, good timing, Hand of God.
Good timing and a skill. It's not luck, it's skill.
So the other skilled thing that Ake did, so I would really say Ake is skilled, because the other thing he does is, so Timbersaw jumps on him here, right? Puts down the Chakram, Ake, Hand of Gods, and instead of walking towards here, Ake walks sideways and then towards here. And that's an enormous difference because there's no tree here that Timbersaw can chain to get the kill. So Timbersaw needed Ake to be near this tree to actually kill him with Timber Chain. So, I don't know, I wouldn't say any luck was involved. I'd say Ake played that very well, and then S4 turns it around.
Yeah, we are maybe having another kill here on the bottom lane. We have a level 6 upon Bounty Hunter. Pylai Dai is there though, and he's actually already ready to relocate Envy to safety. That was basically the reply. They know that he's there though. This is scary. S4 with an infested lifesteal. We still have Bone 7 around here as well. Let's see if they bring down the gyrocopter with him. Yes, they do. The track is still there. In comes the open wounds. They really want to have the gyrocopter. Cooldown still there. Up on 3 people. EGM, his borrow time already popped. Loda doesn't have a rage for another 8 seconds. Gets himself battle hungered with no creeps left, and they're leaving that one for him. That's good. Spirits doing quite a bit of damage on S4. Nobody dying just yet, but nobody leaving either.
This is really good for Kaipi, the fact that they didn't lose anybody there. Alliance sent every single person, basically, except for Ake down. They thought that they could get it, and Loda popped out, but, I mean, the tether movement speed boost. Io just has so many tools to keep you alive, to help you out, to save you from certain doom. Alliance just forced to peel off. Now, this isn't necessarily bad for Alliance either. Loda can farm down here a little bit. S4 is 2 levels ahead of Sing Sing because he's picked up those kills, 2 kills and an assist. Moving towards Orchid, which will be very useful for them. But they saved Eternal Envy, and that to me is a very big deal. Yeah,
he can continue farming. He's left alone again. Everybody of Alliance has rotated. There were actually 4 of Alliance mid. Maybe try to at least take down the tower, but if they don't, that means that we're going to see a bit of wasted time. More wasted time for Alliance, I should say, because that bottom lane, of course, did not go their way, aka wasted time. We still have both Loda and S4 sitting highest on net worth, which is a pretty big difference, actually, because, I mean, towers are even. There's a 2-kill difference, fair enough. Both of those kills up on S4. So that's his reason. But Loda, doing really well on the farm. Look at his net worth compared to that of Envy. It's insanely high. And Chen really actually setting up for something, perhaps.
Envy hasn't faced that much pressure either. Now, I hate to hate on unusual picks, but here's one thing. Imagine if all of those jungle camps that they stacked, all of that enormous amount of farm, was all given to Gyrocopter instead of Axe. And then, like, can you really say that you wouldn't rather have it for Gyro?
At the moment I would have, but I don't think you can say, like, that's hindsight, I guess. Because...
Well, no, it's not hindsight. It has to do with the draft. It has to do with the decision to play Axe. If to justify Axe, you need to give him an entire jungle's worth of creeps, then you have to get more from that Axe than you would giving it to your one-role player.
But maybe
right?
they thought that was
like
going to be the case.
Sure, no, I agree. And the question is, like, what does Axe deliver you that makes that worth it? And so far, Bone 7 hasn't been able to deliver that. And, I mean, Bone 7 is... I said the other day, he might actually be, like, the highest performing player in the world right now. So if he can't make it work...
Too bad.
Then who can? Then who can?
Right.
Well...
I'm not trying to be a hater. Like, I like Axe, but it hasn't worked yet for them.
Not yet. Well, it might still happen. We have a smoke up in the meantime. It is Envy and Io sitting on the bottom lane. Pylai die, of course. They maybe want to try and take down Bulldog. In comes the call down. In comes the tether as well. Do they have enough? The dust is already popped, but EGM comes in with the heal and the shield, and all of a sudden they try to chase something down. Not going to be able to do that, of course, with the tether, but they do chase them away. And Face Boot's actually also on the gyro, so that's going to help him out. He's got drums in face, so he's ready to fight, should it be needed, and he's going to have Pylai die sticking to him like glue probably from now on to try maybe if they see someone relocate in and try and get a kill, but it will be a tricky one because I don't think they have really that much enough burst. Like Bounty Hunter goes invisible, or at least is trying to get himself away in time, and as we just saw, he's not going to be gankable. We have got Burrow Time on the Abaddon, so he's not easy to be ganked. We have a Hand of God and almost Mechanism up on Eki, so good luck ganking him. Queen of Pain will blink away, and then you only have left a Lifestealer who can just turn around and eat up your Io. Who are they going to gank?
It's not going to be an easy decision, because back when IO basically didn't have an early warning system if you were in Envision, like, that was one thing. But now IO does have that early warning system. People will always be able to attempt to get away. And Bulldog would be the best target, but honestly, he's done really well considering how difficult his lane was, how difficult the early game was. He's now level 8. Yeah. So he's doing fine.
I mean, if you think of him, he was level 1 in the first 4 minutes, 3 minutes of the game or something like that. And, I mean, he's level 8 right now, which is still a level higher than his other support, the Baron. And he is he's higher than the 2 supports of KP. So his chasing around is worth it.
I don't know when Bulldog will stop being an underappreciated player, but he really is still incredibly underappreciated, despite the fact that he won TI3 for Grand Finals. Well, him and S4.
Do you really think he is an underappreciated player? Because...
Yes. I think people say, like, oh, he can only play one hero, but, like...
No, they're saying he can play 2 heroes.
Okay, yeah, fine. Yes, that's true. But the thing is, that's actually not true. Those are just the heroes he plays the most.
Yeah. I think it's a running joke. I think everybody knows that he will play more, and he can play more.
I think people do. Well, whatever. Regardless, he's a good player. S4 is a good player. I smell trouble for Kaipi, frankly, because Eternal Envy, he doesn't feel safe enough to farm, and the Gyrocopter needs farm. Otherwise, they have nothing. They have an all-in composition except for the Gyrocopter.
Well, they might be winning something here if they can not get S4 and Lodon right now get a kill, aka make them waste time, but they are there. They have infested the Lifestealer, the Invis rune almost ticking out, and there's nobody around here to gank upon. There's some people sitting up on the high ground, but the Invis rune about to disappear. I think they just saw the chakram go to the high ground, so they know where he is. Yeah. And with the Invis gone, they're just going to wait until someone comes to defend. But it's not going to be easy. There are 3 people around here, including Axe, who is, by the way, right now sitting at level 11 and has a Blink Dagger.
Yeah. Blink is a big deal for Axe. I mean, he does have that AoE disable. Oh, man.
There we go. Axe already jumps himself in. In comes a relocate as well. Bone 7 still already blown up. And down goes Aki as well, so at least it's a trade. Axe and Timbersaw down, looking for more. Pylai die and Envy trying to get themselves out of this fight as fast as possible, as Loda still was able to pick up the tower to get it with S4. It's a 1-for-2 trade, definitely worth it for Alliance, losing Aki and getting a Timbersaw for... How did they get the Timbersaw, right? Because he was just blown up together with the Axe. Because all the damage that they did felt like it was targeted towards the Axe, but then all of a sudden...
Yeah, but he was close enough.
Yeah.
And Sonic Wave hit him, and it was a level 2 Sonic Wave. And I mean, armor doesn't help when you're taking tremendous amounts of magic damage. And Infest, Aphotic Shield Explosion, and Sonic Wave. It's enough. I don't know. Picture of a little Shiba Inu saying, wow, so taunt, so Axe. Like... He got the taunt, it was a good taunt, and then nothing.
And then he got blown up. And then there's a Roshan for Alliance, and then there is all of a sudden an Orchid for Queen of Pain, and the Armlet for Lifestealer, and all of a sudden everybody starts getting more and more items. Actually, Bulldog picks up a Morbid Mask, which is quite interesting, because I'm kind of curious to see... Well, probably Vlad's actually, he already has the Bacillus, never mind that. Just helping out teammates. It's always nice. More auras, more armor for everybody. As we have got Bone 7 jumping himself in. Is he gonna regret this? Maybe not. Sent back home from S4. But Bone 7 doesn't regret jumping in. I think maybe they can get at least a tower. In comes Bone 7 again, TPing in, knowing that there is a cooldown on cooldown. But KP don't want to be trying that again. And good, like that was a good go, right? S4 was very low, and
fine.
they almost caught him. But Aki
got a
just
Chen creep?
casually, you know.
They got a Chen creep?
Yay!
That's something.
Yay! They used 4 heroes for that though. 4.
I know, it's it's tough to watch because I feel like they're falling incrementally farther behind, but I want them to do well. I want this composition to work out. There's the Orchid.
Yeah.
Will he throw out an ult? He doesn't have it. Okay, so they're fine.
And there he is fine. Track still goes off. They're actually still chasing, but he's too fast with that tether there. And actually, there could have been a relocate from IO as well, just in case, but they knew they didn't need that. But he did reveal the Orchid because he didn't have it before, I think. Did he have it when he got ganked up? I think he got it when he got sent back, like it was still in his stash before that happened. We have got the tower, tier 1 tower bottom line taken apart. I mean, this is the last out of tower standing on the set of KP. There's still only 1 tower down on the set of Alliance, which is the bottom tier 1 that dropped earlier already. So
Nice
Alliance
catch. Nice catch.
Ooh, Aegis gets burned. Nicely done indeed.
For nothing, basically. Didn't even have to use relocate. That was very nice placement and kind of weird placement from S4 as well. But they get the tier 1 tower bot. This is an important tower for Kaipi because they need access to their own jungle. The alternative is if they can gain access to Alliance's jungle. So I think that's the trade they're looking. You see they've already placed the offensive ward and a ward here. If they can get this tier 1, I think they'll be able to start using this jungle to farm. If they can't, if Alliance defends this, you'll see Kaipi start to get a little bit starved on the map in terms of where they can get effective farming. And yeah, like Nahaz said, Queen of Pain, S4 is at an excellent pace. He has 466 gold per minute, 4-0-1, Orchid, and 1500. We could see him go something like BKB next, and the Queen of Pain will be extremely difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough damage yet to kill off the Queen of Pain. Like, just right-click damage. And even Gyrocopter's going for BKB as a first item. So it's gonna be a while before they have actually caught up with S4. We'll see if they can actually just, you know, because right now they can't be going aggressive. So they need to just try to get some damage control. Maybe get some towers if they can indeed. Just get that core items up, get those core items going, and, you know, start building on that one. But we'll see if they can use the damage control, or if Alliance is going to try to be playing as aggressive as they are, and that might be bad news for KP unless they can catch them out on bad positioning and stuff, but that's a tough thing to do. Because bad positioning is not something that Alliance normally has as
not generally known for,
as
yeah.
a typical treat indeed. Although, as you just pointed out, I mean, S4 did get caught out of position, so it is possible. Sure. It's definitely not unheard of, but it's not
they're
very
not
typical.
An unbeatable team. Like they're very beatable. It's just when you do go with a more like all-in draft, something's got to give in terms of something has to like roll your way.
Yeah.
And so far, we haven't seen too much roll Kaipi's way, which is not to say that it won't. They still have plenty of time. They're by no means checkmated. If they can get loaded here.
Ooh, they might actually. More TPs coming in, but it will be too late. No, Hand of God! No, doesn't matter. In comes a chop from Bone 7, and they run themselves out of there as fast as their legs can carry them.
But that was really good. That blink taunt before Loda can use Rage, that's part of the key, I think.
Yep.
If you can get in that taunt before he goes magic immune, you can almost always kill that Lifestealer. I mean, it's just like we always talk about silences being good against Lifestealer, right? That's what that taunt can give you.
Yeah, I do like it feels like KP just, I mean, they got themselves a kill and they ran away. Like it's like I don't know if that's a game actually in like UK or US or whatever. When you ring someone's doorbell and then run away. Basically.
I don't think it's like a formalized game. It's like a prank.
Yeah, it's a prank, but it felt like that, like, tag, we got you, and then run like hell, because, I mean, in theory, like, the theory would be you gank someone, and then you take something in return, like a tower. But right now, KP feels so behind that they take someone, and someone comes in, it's like, run! And everybody runs away.
It's a good point. I mean, the fact is, it was smart. Loda could
Yeah.
have bought back and just jumped
Oh, very true. I agree with that decision. It's just that it just says a lot
is
about
funny.
the state of the game right now.
It certainly does. Bone 7 with the point booster.
Ooh.
If this is Bloodstone Ag's axe, I will be I don't know. I'll be a Kaipi fan for the rest of my life, even if they lose.
I wouldn't say that too fast, because you might have to be. I don't know.
Well, honestly, come on. If he goes the Wepos Bloodstone build, come on. Nice AUI 2000, the lift to stop Ake from chasing him. That could have been actually very dangerous because Bulldog and S4 were hanging around.
Yeah, ooh,
so,
relook at coming in. Nice blink from S4, brilliant.
Sick.
How fast on your fingers do you have to be to actually do that, right? It's insane. Or just anticipating it beforehand.
Really impressive.
Relocate wasted.
Clearly not on US.
Oh, EGM, another blink coming in. But EGM, of course, having the haste rune. He's not really someone that can actually catch someone unless he starts attacking people with his Curse of Awareness, but he doesn't actually skill that, so... Oh well. 5 heroes from Alliance on the top lane. Am I saying 5? I'm saying 4, because Bounty Hunter is not yet there. He is coming in though. Tower will get fortified. I think that Alliance will still be able to take it down. Bone 7 can, of course, blink. And Berserker's call still, but...
Well, Sing Sing has Blade Mail, and there's no BKBs. I mean, there's Lifestealer's Rage. S4, oh shit. Yeah, Queen of Pain has a finished BKB, so it's going to be very difficult even with Blade Mail for Timbersaw to do anything. Now, Eternal Envy, he's moving as quickly towards his BKB as possible too, but the lack of safety that he felt earlier, where he was sort of hiding a lot and not always last hitting, is costing him here. He's 23 last hits behind Lifestealer, and he's been part of 3 kills versus Lifestealer as well, still 3. But Lifestealer doesn't need BKB to survive. Eternal Envy desperately needs BKB to survive, so... By the way, Bone 7, yeah, he's jumping in. He's going to try to farm this jungle while Envy farms the bottom.
Ooh, maybe he gets a courier.
Oh no. This is really bad. Really bad.
TP's out. In the meantime, Queen of Pain, indeed. Blinking, Lifestealer, Envy already dead, Pilot Eye dead as well. This is, like, this is a result of... Look at the map right now, mini-map that is. Look at the words of Alliance.
Yeah.
Every exit that you can think of is sealed off.
Huh. So he's got Casual Point Booster and a Chainmail for Axe. So the Chainmail could be his own Blade Mail.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, maybe it's just going Blade Mail. Could just be Casual Point Booster. That's sad. I was really hoping for Bloodstone. He won't make it though. Like they're under so much pressure right now from this Queen of Pain.
Yeah, I mean this is a tier 2 tower. This is the way that you pick someone off. You take some map control in front, in return for it. And right now, if Envy already didn't have a very tough time finding farm, he'll definitely have it now because I mean his jungle is gonna get cleaned out. If he tries to just farm, like, look at this perfectly placed ward. It catches out just when you start farming that one hard camp-ish on your side of the map. You can't do it because the vision is there. It's gonna disappear soon though, but it's a brilliantly placed ward. You can't leave.
No, I agree.
Like every single way out is blocked basically. You can't leave your comfort of your base. Oh yeah, actually.
They're really good at choking off map control. They know that, like. Gyrocopter is going to want to be greedy and farm. They know Timbersaw wants to catch up on farm because his farm isn't that great either, and certainly Bone 7 is going to be absorbing a bit as well, and they're choking off as many avenues of it as possible. That said, they will not keep Gyrocopter off his BKB forever. He's only about 250 off, so I think BKB will be very consequential because, you know, I mean, you are facing a Queen of Pain.
Bone 7, he's going to blink. Berserker's call already there. Lowdown, a lot of trouble. Will not get healed up in time. EGM. Not able to save his teammate. Nice ward that allowed them to get that one. Smoke up, of course, for KP. Buying them some time. By the way, I think this is the least kill game that we've seen thus far. Today.
Today, I mean, our first game had 100 kills in 50 minutes.
Yeah. It kind of went downhill from that
That's
point.
fine. We can still have 87 in the next 25. Why not?
Oh, sure.
Actually, it's pretty questionable because you have to rack up the kills early because respawn times increase.
Yeah, S4 blinking in. Gets a shield already popped. There comes Berserk's go. Oh my god, that's some nice swirls from Bone 7. S4 buys back though. Pylite die. He relocated in. One more hit away from dying. 2 seconds before he lives. Oh, he'll end up going down. Not allowing Envy to make his escape. Sonic Wave, so it's up on Sing Sing. He tries to run, but he will go down. A burn from the soul burn from the Orchid drops, and S4 gets himself a double kill. Oh, that's definitely worth buying back for. And that means that there's only 2 survivors from this fight, and there's only 1 kill done by KP for that fight. And they still don't get the tier 1 tower, which is why they're there to begin with.
Right. they didn't get unimpeded access to the jungle. Alliance still have 5 outer towers. That was almost the best fight KP could have asked for. Good taunt. They got the full combo. So I mean, taunt is a 3-second AoE disable sort of. So you can get Timbersaw to cast every single one of his spells on top of it. I mean, even Gyrocopter can throw out a call down, and yeah, that's a lot of damage. But even with Loda not really participating in that, just S4 and how dominant of a game he has had, 7-1-2, he bought back mere moments ago and now has 2k gold.
That one time that he just died in the top lane, which he bought back from, was the only time that he died thus far. He is doing insanely well. We still, by the way, have an Abaddon that hasn't died yet at all. I mean, it's a low kill game. I can expect that, but still pretty impressive, as EGM has definitely been farming a bit as well. Building towards a Heaven's Halberd, I'm gonna assume. Trying to stop Axe from doing things, he has multiple targets actually for that. Gyro, Axe. So we have got maybe another smoker for KP. Yeah, they try again. Of course, last time they got themselves a life stealer with that. Perhaps they can do it again. And we now have also BKB ready up on the Gyro, as pointed out by Nahaz. And actually,
he finally has his BKB for Envy, and these kills on Loda, I mean, I don't want to give them short shrift. These are pretty important kills.
Yeah. They go on EGM. Well, he still has borrowed time indeed, and he gets healed back up to almost full again. And perhaps we have a comeback here from Alliance. Open wound's already there. Gyro gets himself a shield, stolen by the Rubik. Down goes the Axe still, though. Chen able to do that one, coming in from the side. Sing Sing trying to run away, but S4 jumping afterwards. He gets tracked. One more hit needed. He gets it, and that's another kill. AOI 2000 will be another one if Bulldog gets his way, but he gets stunned by the telekinesis. Down goes the Gyrocopter still by Abaddon, and AOI still chasing there. Buyback for the Timbersaw, by the way. So this could end up badly. There, it's a kill. S4 with a double kill. 4 dead on the side of KP, with nobody dead on the side of Alliance. Nobody dead on the side of Alliance. That's insane.
Well, yeah. They jump in expecting Loda, and all they get is Abaddon, who borrowed times. Their entire combo was stuffed by borrowed time. EGM was the only person hit by cooldown. Well, Loda intentionally tanked the second hit because it doesn't slow. But, like, they got completely wasted their combo. Eternal Envy, I have to say, was really unlucky. I think Loda got a last hit bash as Envy was about to BKB TP out. So the early basher from Loda was actually really smart because it's one of their few good responses to somebody trying to TP out of a fight. So in the end, that fight set Kaipi back tremendously, and in fact, I'm not even sure how they're going to come back from this.
Well, I am going to ask you anyway, how are they going to come back from this? Because, you know, they haven't called a GG. They're now up against a team that has 4 people higher on net worth than everybody of KP
I'll be honest,
themselves.
I don't think you can. Not with Axe. The Axe is an all-in hero, and they didn't execute the all-in. He's got Blade Mail, so Blade Mail's a pretty cool item, but Alliance still have an 8-second BKB for Queen of Pain. They have Rage for Lifestealer and BKB for Bone 7. I don't know. I mean, you just saw that if they go on Abaddon, they waste everything.
Well, obviously they shouldn't go on Abaddon. I think that was like... I don't know, didn't they have... I thought they had some vision up on the high ground somehow.
Sure, and I think Kaipi can still gank people here and there, but imagine a 5v5 fight. Like, unless you hit everybody with a taunt, Abaddon can just remove the taunt off of someone, right? Like Loda, he's only died because he doesn't have EGM right there to save him early enough. But if Loda's in a group of 5, I think Kaipi, the only way is they somehow have to ensure that Alliance doesn't attempt to high ground them in the next 6 minutes. So they have to waste the entire Aegis time and keep Alliance from taking more map control. Now, Alliance haven't reestablished their wards just yet, so maybe it's a matter of, you know how when they like ran at Loda and then everybody ran away really quickly as fast as they possibly could? They have to keep doing that, and they actually can because of the Culling Blade speed bonus that was added in a random patch. If they do cull somebody like that, they probably can get away from a fight. So they need this tier 1. They actually need both of these tier 1s. Maybe stage small engagements around these tier 1s and try to relocate on top of people when you can, and counter ward really effectively, and not have anybody die, because as soon as Alliance gets one pick off, they're going to go high ground you. So if you consider that within the realm of the possible, then sure.
Well, they've got only one more smoke up, then it's on cooldown. So AY has that in his inventory. I'm not sure if they're going to be allowed to use it though, because Alliance now with the Aegis, with every ultimate that they have up, with just everything up basically.
For S4 too.
Yeah, that's that's going to be pretty neat. Sitting in his bottle, waiting for someone to come. The ward up the high ground. Alliance is preparing to try and break the base. Let's see if they can. They've got some creeps up for Aki. They've got a creep wave coming in the bottom lane and in the middle lane as well. Middle lane is still getting pushed out a bit by S4, making sure that they have got both lanes working with
If
them.
they combo. If they combo. Like, if Bone 7 gets the full disable on 3, and Timbersaw lands all of his spells on top of that, and you get call down, and this is all before S4 BKBs, then I think they can win a fight.
Okay.
They're about 4 good team fights behind. Maybe even more. So they have to do that 4 times. But it's not impossible. I shouldn't have said it was. It's just very, 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 very difficult.
Well, we have an infested Lifestealer sitting inside the Queen of Pain. And they're just gonna try to bait something out. If they can hold this base, KP's looking good, but if they can't, that's already one down. Looking for another one. Bone 7 tries to run, already gets strecked up. Berserker's Call, giving himself some extra armor, getting bashed, getting killed. Blown up is more like it. S4 gets himself a mega kill streak.
No, it's already over, because Bone 7 doesn't have buyback.
And the rest of KP, the relocating targets, are still sitting on top lane. They're waiting for a moment to come in. Right now, all that they can do is split push. They know that if they come into the base right now, they die. So let's see how far they can get while they are still on the top
still
lane.
has 3/4 of a DD rune, so this Queen of
And
Pain is
Aegis.
hitting, by the way, for
And
300.
70k. 7k,
Right.
rather, not 70.
Yeah, look at this guy's gold. Holy crap.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Yeah, why not, right? Why not go for tier 3 towers, another one, tier 3 mid, 3 minutes on the Aegis still, looking pretty solid, and even then, he can still buy back. They're still tier 1 mid, so even if someone does die and buys back, it's gonna be here in only a matter of seconds. I mean, everybody can just be real fast, and even if someone doesn't die but is close to die, Aki can send someone back because he can. We have a Mask of Madness picked up by the Gyrocopter just to offer him some extra damage during that flat cannon. Is it enough?
that's a good
Ooh, it's a
desperation.
smoke fake back.
It's a fake back. Oh, Envy could get completely murked. He does have his BKB, and they don't have, like, a sheep. So maybe...
Oh, they go bottom.
Bone
They
7.
go for Sing Sing and Bone 7. Can they get someone? Open wounds are there. Sing Sing tries to timber chain himself away. The spirits are still trying to do some damage to Alliance, but it's not enough. Io still goes down. Sing Sing apparently lives through it. Bone 7 apparently also, but they're still getting forced back into the base. Oh, Loda diving in the fountain. GG is called. If it's come to that, then it's over. That means that Alliance is now the only unbeaten team in StarSeries left, while KP take their first loss, well, semi-second loss in StarSeries. And the reason I say that, of course, is because they lost the first game in the season. And that game got, luckily for them, revoked because the team that they played against got replaced and they were able to have a do-over. But right now, they actually do have a loss up against Alliance, who I don't think is going to be qualified, or disqualified rather, from StarSeries because of rust issues. So that means that they are, this time, stuck with their loss.
Yes. I mean, Kaipi are a great team.
They are.
I think they've been performing among the best since the break.
And-
so since DI3.
And enjoyable
But-
games also.
Absolutely, and they've had some absolutely amazing games. I don't think I kind of understand the theory behind the Axe, and he is a strong all-in hero. Like, if you feel at a disadvantage, the kinds of heroes that can sneak wins out if you draft very carefully with them in mind. Axe is an example. Slark is an example. Here, it didn't pan out because Alliance was able to bring their own brand of aggression. They were able to avoid having the bounty hunter die. Twice is not much. Like, he had a fine early game. Like, he feels behind, but then he just can catch up very easily. And more importantly, S4 took complete control of this game.
Yeah.
This was an amazing game by S4.
It was pretty insane. Very well, just very well played. That's all we can say, basically. And they are, well, rightfully so, the unbeaten champions of StarSeries. Of course, this was the last game of today. This day 16. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're starting off with the Sparrow versus Na'Vi. I think that should be a very, very entertaining game. We actually have Duza versus Virtus Pro, as well as Poseidon versus Fnatic, and we actually have got a wild card U, so that's only going to be 3 games for StarSeries, and then a bit of a break before we jump ourselves onto EMS Cup 3. So that's the games for tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. 1700 CEST time is our starting time for StarSeries Day 17. And of course, thank you for being here, Nahaz, who was our co-caster, I guess, in a way. He was our stats man. That's the one that you saw putting up all the stats from the game. Of course, you can find him in the chat. Nahaz _ the Necro. Oh, well, the _ Necro, I guess. If I'm gonna say the underscores, I should say everybody. But, okay. Also with us is, it's late, you can tell, right? Is Vikerman. Do you have any shoutouts and plugins? Before I shame myself more with saying stuff. Hello? No? Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. So you should follow him on Twitter. And is at
Oh no, I was
Flicker
muted. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't realize that I muted myself. So yeah, no, sorry. Thank you to you. Thanks to Starladder admins, even though they're huge trolls. There are huge trolls, and we appreciate that. And Starladder, fantastic tournament. Thanks to all the teams. Thanks to the viewers in Dota TV, and thanks to people in Twitch TV who can actually hear this, which may be some small percentage of people.
True.
Anyway, thanks Shiver. People can follow me, as you said, VYKROMOND, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, likewise, and of course that was last game. Like I said, I'm gonna still play some music and commercials. I have no idea if you can hear me or if you can actually see commercials, because Twitch is one total big mess right now. But let's hope that's not gonna last long and that you can still see commercials.
Oh, see this.
Shame on you, shame on you. Oh well. There you go. Thank you for being here, and no outro movie because I don't want to make it more difficult for Twitch than it already is.